Tonight, the latest developments in a story we've been following since December. The case against Antonio Moore taking another step forward. An expert has been appointed to determine whether Moore is competent to stand trial after reportedly stabbing a woman to death inside a Barnes & Noble in Palm Beach Gardens last year. Our reporter Rachel Perry spoke with an expert to break down what happens during a competency evaluation.
This is a competency evaluation. It asks things like, how strong is the case against you and what does a plea of guilty or not guilty mean? To better understand the evaluation, I sat down with a forensic psychologist to walk through what exactly they're looking for. By definition, competency is the possession of sufficient knowledge or skill. And in court, a judge, prosecutor, or defense attorney can at any point question a defendant's competency.
But it's really become much more complex over the years.
Dr. Michael Brannon is a forensic psychologist.
I've been doing these evaluations since 1994.
When a defendant's competency is questioned, Brannon is called to evaluate them.
In Florida, they're looking at, do you understand your charges? So can you recite your charges? Do you also know what can happen to you as a result of those charges? Can you go to jail for how long? Can you get the death penalty? What can happen to you as a result? Then also, can you consult with your attorney? Can you talk with your attorney about your case? Can you communicate effectively?
The list goes on, and their answers are used to determine if they're fit to stand trial.
It's a here and now evaluation. You're evaluating the person for how they are as they're sitting in front of you and whether or not that person can understand what goes on in the courtroom.
Brannon says competency can be questioned for several reasons.
It can come down to IQ, it can come down to a brain injury or a medical condition that doesn't allow you to stay awake or alert. So all of those things are possible. Mental illness is just one of those categories.
And the process can be complex when ensuring the person isn't faking it.
And we like to think that doesn't happen often, but we know it does happen, because they get caught sometimes at the state hospital where there's more extensive evaluations.
When the evaluation is done, the doctor submits their expert opinion along with a diagnosis and treatment suggestions, but they don't have the final say.
So the judge is the ultimate arbitrator of this. The judge makes the decision, not the evaluators.
If they're found incompetent, they are reevaluated after treatment or legal education.
For some people, they're restored within a week or two because it's just getting back on their medication again. So for some people who think this is going to be a hopeless, rabbit hole when someone's found incompetent, sometimes it's very quick when they're restored.
But in some cases, competency isn't restored.
But if there's not been a finding of competency in 5 years, the case can be dismissed.
As for Antonio Moore, we know the state is not seeking the death penalty against him. He'll be transferred to a mental health facility where his competency will be evaluated. In Palm Beach County, Rachel Perry, WPBF 25 News.